Hoosier State so prized a possession. It's the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have the opening possession of the game. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
And I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the...
Looking for more room. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got some room, it was over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working on the right. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop it from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Judowski. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers have taken it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. It's complete to the left. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Steam screaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He wants it all. Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Rushes on him, and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Plows through the defense. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The run to the right. Jukes his way for more. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891. Alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Ward. Second down coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass. Bears the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Barker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And he'll be brought down. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they... Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Trying play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first. Speeding down the left side. Tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads it left. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got him downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Slithers into space. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The option look. Now the toss. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
325.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a pass to Marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up, bringing it back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Give to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football.
Breaks into the open. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Quick step and go. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Hit as he throws. He's open on the right. After the filthy move, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. This time they'll go to the running game. Quick spin on the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Russell out of bounds at the 26, a huge pickup on the ground. The Boilermakers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man, it's Ward. Finds his tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Had to settle for the field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boiler up, and are they ever, as Purdue stretches the lead.
Purdue is putting in work. Wonderful job by this offense, putting up points. They're doing everything they wanted to do in this rivalry game.
Purdue is flying high. You got to love the level of execution right now, offensively and on the defensive side. Man, they're flying around.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Got it on the outside. It's Judowski. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Judowski. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Takes the handoff. It's Leon. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the toss. Running to Green. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Back to pass, it's Montgomery. Looking for a big gain. Can't connect on his first throw.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so you try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And good work by the coverage team to... down the return man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Come on, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Meredith. Spin, still running. Turning it on. He got loose Hoosiers almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana